Hey, Craig and Nick. Oceana here with G3 Agency. This is your free website SEO website audit. Um, so the first thing that I want to say is thank you so much for your time. Your website is beautiful. It really is gorgeous. The design of it is fantastic. But there's a few things that you could change that are going to help Google basically trust your website more and think that you're the one to show when people are looking for your services. So I kind of went up and down the page just now, checking out how many words you have on it. And you've got some good content here talking about what you do, but it's just not enough. You really need a lot more words on your site. And you want to make sure to include certain key phrases that people are actually typing into Google when they're looking for your services. And I will show you how I found those specific phrases, and as well as I'll just show you some of the phrases that you're probably going to want to use on your site in your content. And then also, here's a little fun trick. Here's another way to include key phrases on your site, those keywords. So if I right click on this image and click Save Image As, this image was saved as upholstery, which is good. But not great. Let's see about this one over here. This one, vacuuming. So what you could do instead of just like a word that explains what's in the photo is actually saving these images and uploading them as those key phrases that people are typing into Google. And actually, I will show you right now so that you can see what I mean. So I'm using this tool called Ahrefs, this Keyword Explorer feature of it. I basically looked up anything that had to do with carpet and either Cleveland, Akron, or Dayton. So now we've got this list of key phrases people are typing into Google, as well as an estimation of how many times a month people are typing that into Google. So we've got 300 people approximately every month looking for carpet cleaners Cleveland, another 300 looking for carpet cleaning Cleveland, Ohio. You'll notice that to me and you, this is the same thing, but to Google, these are different words entirely. This is a different phrase. So you've got 600 people right there. Now I chose to focus mostly on Dayton for the rest of this video because that's how I found you, was through Home Advisors, like who does carpet cleaning in Dayton. So that's where I focused my energy for this video. But this same concept works for if you want to help Cleveland, if you want to work in Akron, if you wanted to work in Cincinnati. Although I did notice that Cincinnati had a higher competition, which this is the next thing I will get to. KD stands for keyword difficulty. It's basically a score of how competitive is it to get to the first page of Google for that phrase. And these are all within reach. You notice how they're all green. I don't know why these are gray, but they're all like below 20. That's pretty good. We really love anything that's like below 10. That's like nice. But so these are really good words to include. This is definitely what I suggest you do. So now that we've identified what word we want to show up for, which I believe I chose carpet cleaning Dayton, Ohio. Carpet cleaning Dayton, Ohio. Carpet cleaning Dayton, Ohio. Hold on, I'm a little confused. Carpet cleaners Dayton, OH. Oh, okay, there we go. I did save that. So, I chose carpet cleaners Dayton OH for example. Same concept, you just going to want to do the same thing for any of the keywords you want to show up for. So first thing is checking out the competition. What are we up against? So we put it into Google. First we get the ads. We're going to skip right past those. Next we have the map pack. That's MAPPACK. And it's basically the top 3 local results. And how Google decides who the top 3 is with citations. So what you're going to want to do is actually make sure that your Google My Business listing is up to date, and that your name, address, and phone number are accurate, because then you're going to take that info and you're going to plaster that information all over different directories like Yelp, Yext, CityStar, White Pages, Yellow Pages, all those. And that's going to, every time that you have your information listed on one of these directories, it's known as a citation. The more citations you have, the more Google believes that you really do serve this area, and that's going to help you show up when people search in the maps for your services. But if you end up in the top 3 of maps, you actually end up here in the map pack. And that is really good because you'll get people coming to your website, you'll get people calling you directly, and so that'll be really good for you. The next thing is the organic results. This is another spot you really want to be in. This will get the most clicks of any of these links on this whole page. So this is who you want to be. So let's see who's sitting in that first spot and what they might, why they might be sitting there. As you can see, their website's not real modern looking. Google does not care what your site looks like. Your potential clients might. So it's nice to have a good looking site, but Google really does not care about that, and most people don't either. So this is a perfectly acceptable website, to be honest. You'll notice they have a lot of words. You're going to want to outdo them in this way, but they don't actually have that many, so it won't be difficult nor really pricey to do that. So words for one, and then another thing you want to do is if I right click on an image and click Save Image As, I can see this was saved as Van02. So they're not taking advantage of the images at all. They're not saving their images as key phrases. So there's another way that you can get ahead. And then if I put their site into this tool here, Ahrefs, I can see that their UR score is 9. Their DR score is 5. Yeah, almost 5. Let's see, how's that compare to yours? Okay, so I don't think I went over this, so I'll explain it real fast. So this is the same thing, but for your site. Your UR score is no data. Your UR score is basically how trustworthy does Google think that this page is. So in this case, it's your home page. And then DR score is how trustworthy it thinks your entire website is. And these are very low scores, but not impossible to bring up, don't worry. How you would bring this up is with backlinks and referring domains. A backlink is any link that goes from another website back to your site. A referring domain is any website that has at least one of those links on it. And you can see, so if you notice this is a no data and 0, 4, and 2. If we go over to your competitors that are sitting at the top of that page, they've got 9, almost 5, 148, and 31. So this right here is why this is like this, if that makes sense. I hope so. So we can actually, this is another fun thing we can do. We can look at what referring domains they have and see if any of them make sense for us. Now be careful, because this is not necessarily the best that I've seen. So there's 2 things that you want in a good backlink, or a good referring domain, that is. You want it to be coming from a site with a high DR score, or basically their whole website trust score, because Google is going to see that and go, oh, okay, well, these guys are trustworthy. They're saying, you know, that they have a link to this other website, so that website must be trustworthy too, and that'll bring up your score as well. And then you also want it to be related to you in some way. It's got to be relevant just in some way, if possible, to your industry. So whether that's another local business, or it's another carpet cleaner in some other place, or maybe it's just like a home builder, and so it makes sense, a home, you know, or who knows. If you can draw a logical conclusion as to how they're related, then so can Google. But it's when you have like random, like Chinese sites pointing to your site that just make no sense, that's when Google looks at it and goes, this must be spam. So you want to avoid low quality backlinks. Okay, so that's it. I really hope that this helped you and you feel more empowered now to go out and get yourself some more customers and grow your business. And this stuff takes a little while, so if you want, more customers down the road, maybe 3-6 months from now, you're going to want to start working on this stuff now, because it takes a while to build that trust with Google, and you're starting at a very low place, but it's absolutely within your reach. You can totally do this. If you want help with it, of course, you are welcome to reach out to me, and we can set up a time to chat about your business goals and just see if there's any way that my agency, my team, and I could possibly help you, if a partnership makes sense, etc. So, all right, I look forward to your feedback on this video, letting me know if I did a good job, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.